To the Blue Mountains, rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years. But a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us...
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
You hear? Black One's been out measuring the fields.
Let him measure. Better that than burning the harvest.
Oh, Drommel. Drommel, you're dumber than a headless cockerel. Why are they marking out them lines, eh? Parcel out their patrimony. Give it to their own.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Realize it's been a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun.
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
See you later, Vesemir.
Yes? What is...
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun?
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
See you later, Vesemir. I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Red-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh. And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
Once more, there are 4 factions.
For what?
Factions! Teams! Suits! Similar to clubs and spades, except each suit... What a waste of time! The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got him.
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher, with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not! Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is poppycock.
War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's
True. The sword is not...
horsewoman of war. What's that about?
Folks say an omen.
I can vouch for the last.
No, fact.
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst, no doubt. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own.
Take my advice. Go back to your books while you can. War's no game. No faculty meetings to attend.
Why would he do that?
Boots.
Come again.
He'll kill you for your boots. Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
No thanks. Got some other things on my mind.
Shame. I'd ask the locals, but since they can't count to 10, the rules are a complete mystery. Ah, well, I'm here if you change your mind.
Looking for a woman. Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the... Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant.
Vagrant. That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
It's a Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads, too?
To your health.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
Guessed it. It's love.
I knew it at once.
What do you...
Before you appeared,
Get to the...
and the Nilfgaardians
Where?
at their camp.
Where to? Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble, and you'll be nearby to help.
Done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then...
Wouldn't want to stay long anyway.
Maybe not. And maybe...
Nice meeting you.
trouble.
Slower.
Making me a slingshot. Gonna hunt bears. Don't you look at me.
Damn deer have stripped the bark off the trees again.
Making me a slingshot. Gonna hunt bears. Making me a slingshot. Gonna hunt bears. Making me a slingshot. Gonna hunt bears. Don't you look at me. Got a lump of bread today. Making me a slingshot. Gonna hunt bears. Don't you look at me.
Slow now. Run, Roach.
Sits in the old oak tree, new inside and devilish green, drinks it down in greedy slug. Then come morning, devil head hurts.
The plague!
I cried, Hellraiser.
Is it true? Northern women bathe but once every 3 moons?
means that we can have it in the gut.
Got a lump of bread today. Ow! Making me a slingshot. Gonna hunt bears.
Freak.
Raise a glass with me.
It's Durban now. D-E-R-B-A-N. Not Coinamon. Milka. My grand was from Nazare.
Chitty!
You're never to sing that ride again. Never.
Far away from my
Play
land.
with Chetty no more.
But Chitty's my best mate!
Chetty's a little fool who gets all killed. I see you with him again. You'll regret it. Looking for trouble?
Run, Roach.
May the sun shine upon you.
Hey,